Hey everyone, it's Darcy here, and today I wanted to show you an easy to use compressor. There's this free compressor in which I found called MJUCjr. I don't know how to pronounce that. It's something I found, it's free to get. It only has a couple of simple dials to use, a compression, a makeup gain, and then it's got a switch for how fast it works. I thought this is a good compressor for beginners to start to use because it allows you to focus on that 3 to 5 decibel gain reduction that you should be shooting for. And then I wanted to compare it to some premium compressors and the built-in compressor from Logic. So I also have a couple of CLA and the R Renaissance from Waves to compare, and then that stock one I just mentioned from Logic. Let's get into it, see how it works and how you can use it. Alright guys, so we're here talking about the compressor, and what we're going to use today is a vocal from one of my tracks that I put out on SoundCloud. So let's first take a listen to that, as that's going to be our reference.
So I sit right here with my pen and pad, only words I could think to rhyme, all sad, so I scratch the pad, put it aside, start over again, I'ma get these rhymes.
So it actually looks very compressed, even though it wasn't, or at least I don't remember compressing this vocal before I threw it in the track. But we're still going to use this as a reference, and because there are still points here where, you know, there are points that are a little bit lower, and I feel like this could still be a bit more even. So we're going to bring up this compressor that I found that I actually wanted to sneak into my top 10 free plugins video, but it didn't fit the mix, and it also I was pretty much done the whole video. So this compressor I've actually started using quite a bit, and I actually really enjoy it. It's straightforward and simple, which will be easy for a lot of people when they're starting out. So what we're going to try to do is get a 3 to 5 decibel gain reduction. So from this point to this point, 5 being our max, but really what we're going to try to aim for is 3. And this compressor basically has 3 settings, and then also the ability to bypass. So the first is how much you're compressing and at what point it's going to start compressing. This isn't like a percentage like 48% compression. What it's saying is at what point, I believe this is measuring in a VU meter, so at what point that the enough signals coming through its threshold, so you know 30 decibels on the VU, before it starts compressing it. And then we have makeup gain, as well as how fast, slow, or automatically are we going to try and apply compression. So that's your attack and your release kind of figured out for you in whatever algorithm they're using. So we're going to put this back to 0. We're going to play, and then we're going to dial up the compression threshold until we start getting that 3 decibel gain reduction.
So I sit right here with my pen and pad, only words I could think to rhyme, all sad, so I scratch the pad, put it aside, start over again, I'ma get these rhymes. So I sit right here with my pen and pad, only words I could think to rhyme, all sad, so I scratch the pad, put it aside, start over again, I'ma get these rhymes.
All right, so we're pretty much good there. Looks like that's 33 negative decibels on this VU. However, it's calculating, it's probably similar to closer to RMS than it is to a peak level. But so this point, we're getting a pretty good amount of compression. You can see that the VU meter was going fairly consistently. So now when it comes to the makeup gain, we're going to add back the amount that we've lost. In terms of overall loudness, so 3 decibels. So we're going to now play it, and we'll add in the makeup gain.
So I sit right here with my pen and pad, only words I could think to rhyme, all sad, so I scratch the pad, put it aside, start over again, I'ma get these rhymes.
All right, great. So now we have a little more of a consistent vocal and more meat in it. Now what we can also do is change the time constants. So faster, slower, or automatic. So we'll do this, and as we do this, we're going to actually notice that we'll have to probably bring back our compression threshold. So I'm going to switch this to fast. We'll play it, and then I'm going to switch to fast.
So I sit right here with my pen and pad, only words I could think to rhyme, all sad. So
you see we're hitting closer to 5, so let's dial back our compression threshold.
So I sit right here with my pen and pad, only words I could think to rhyme, all sad, so I scratch the pad, put it aside, start over again, I'ma get these rhymes.
It sounds to me like it's a little bit more open. So actually, I'm going to duplicate this track really quickly so we can do an A/B test of these two. And just because it's also visually easier to manage. So we're going to open up this track here, and we'll switch that to auto, or sorry, slow.
So I sit right here with my pen and pad. Only words I can think to rhyme, all sad. So I scratch the pad, put it aside, start over again, I'ma.
This track here, we run fast. Fantastic. All right, so let's do kind of a quick A/B test of how these two sound. So this one here is the audio one. So that's the one that's going to have the slow compression.
So I sit right here with my pen and pad. Only words I can think to rhyme, all sad.
Okay, and then we'll switch off and we'll listen to the one with the fast compression.
So I sit right here with my pen and pad. Only words I can think to rhyme, all sad. So I scratch the pad, put it aside, start over.
The fast compression feels to me like it has it jumps out a little bit more at the beginning of your the words, so you're getting through the compressor more. The other one feels a little more flat, so you just get a sense of the difference. And then if we switch, I'm gonna go back to delete this other track we don't need anymore. And if I switch this one to auto.
So I sit right here with my pen and pad. Only words I can think to rhyme, all sad. So I scratch the pad, put it aside, start over again, I'ma get these rhymes.
It's kind of a little bit of both. I still feels a little bit closer to the fast compression. So it gives you a sense of what this does and how you go about using it. It's really beneficial to use a 3 decibel gain reduction. And if you feel like you still need more, what I'd recommend is adding a second compressor on the channel and doing a 2 to 3 dB gain reduction. It's better to have 2 compressors back to back than to have one compressor doing a lot. There is some more math to that, but I won't go into that in this video. All right, so we're gonna play this really quickly with the CLI two-way. I've already set up the settings to show you, similarly to the last one, how this one works and sounds. I'm gonna switch this back to the gain reduction so you can see what it's doing.
So I sit right here with my pen and pad. Only words I can think to rhyme, all sad. So I scratch the pad, put it aside, start over again, I'ma get these rhymes.
So for me, it sounds a little bit more present. And to kind of prove that, I'm going to bring up the MJUCjr. I've already set back the settings so that it's more comparable. And let's play these two back to back. So first I'll start with the CLI 2A and switch over.
So I sit right here with my pen and pad. Only words I can think to rhyme, all sad. So I scratch the pad, put it aside, start over again, I'ma get these rhymes. So I sit right here with my pen and pad. Only words I can think to rhyme, all.
So it sounds like the CLI 2A is not compressing the voice quite as much, and it's allowing it to be brighter and come through the mix a little bit stronger. And that's what some of these premium ones do. They've just figured out a better algorithm for how to go about compressing the vocals. So let's switch over to another CLA, which is a 76. And I set up some settings for this. It's a little more complicated because you have to set out the input level in which it will compress, the output, how fast or slow the attack is, the release, and the ratio. I'm not really going to get into all these settings, but because there are a lot of good tutorials on that, and it would take more time to talk about that. But you'll hear a bit about what this one does as well.
So I sit right here with my pen and pad. Only words I can think to rhyme, all sad. So I scratch the pad, put it aside, start over again, I'ma get these rhymes. So I.
And very similar to the two-way, it has a different amount of how open it is and how strong it is. And actually, there's also one other setting here called the revision, which is the different versions of the 76. So I'm going to switch to the bluey so you can hear the difference. I find that the bluey sometimes in my vocals tends to be a little more harsh. That's just particularly my vocals, but I think it's trying to be a little more aggressive, a little more saturated. So let's take a quick listen.
So I sit right here with my pen and pad. Only words I can think to rhyme, all sad. So I scratch the pad, put it aside, start over again, I'ma get these rhymes. So I sit right here with my pen and pad. Only words I can think to rhyme.
And obviously you see it was compressing more, so I had to bring down the input. All right, so last thing, I'm not really going to dial in these settings, but I wanted to show you two other options that have a lot more settings as well. So the R compressor by Waves, which essentially, when you use this one, you're essentially going to see a threshold very visually, how much ratio, you'll see how much it's actually activating, and then how much tack it release. I'll kind of do a quick dial in on this.
So I sit right here with my pen and pad. Only words I can think to rhyme, all sad. So I scratch the pad, put it aside, start over again. I'ma get these rhymes. So I sit right here with my pen and pad. Only words I can think to rhyme, all sad. So I scratch the pad, put it aside, start over again. I'ma get these rhymes. So I sit right here with my pen and pad. Only words I can think to rhyme, all sad. So I scratch the pad, put it aside, start over.
And you see how this one's very visual and makes it very easy, and I find it very good to add after like a 2A or whatnot, just to kind of give a couple more decibels of reduction to even things out, but not be too harsh. There are also some settings up here which you have to do some reading on to see how they work. You know, it's very visual in how much reduction you're doing, which is helpful, and it's fairly simple yet being very complex at the same time. Whereas one like the built-in one from Logic has a lot of flexibility, but that also leaves you a lot of complication in what you do. So for instance, if I were to dial this one in.
So I sit right here with my pen and pad. Only words I can think to rhyme, all sad. So I scratch the pad, put it aside, start over again. I'ma get these rhymes. So I sit right here with my pen and pad. Only words I can think to rhyme, all sad. So I scratch the pad, put it aside, start over again. I'ma get these rhymes. So I sit right here with my pen and pad. Only words I can think to rhyme, all sad. So I scratch the pad, put it aside, start over again. I'ma get these rhymes. So I sit right here with my pen and pad. Only words I can think to rhyme, all sad. So I scratch the pad, put it aside, start over again. I'ma get these rhymes. So I sit right here with my pen and pad. Only words I can think to rhyme, all sad. So I scratch the pad, put it aside, start over again. I'ma get these rhymes. So I sit right here with my pen and pad.
You can see how like I can keep going through the settings to get a different kind of sound and texture, and how that can also get very complicated very quickly. But yeah, it's very flexible, and as you learn more, this becomes very useful to use, and compressors that are like this with a lot more settings. But that's why I wanted to bring up the very first one, the free one, because it's a very straightforward compressor to use, and you really just got to go between the time consonants and how much compression you're using to see what kind of sound that you're going to bring out. Obviously, put this after you do your reductive EQ, and then do some EQ afterwards, this especially to bring out the higher ends of the voice, as it doesn't seem to color anything in the higher ends, and it will probably make it a lot warmer sounding. Alright guys and gals, if you found that video helpful, please hit that like button and drop me a comment if you have any questions. If you want to keep up to date with the channel and see more videos like this one, then please hit that subscribe button and share it with your friends if you think they can learn something as well. Have yourself a good day, peeps, and I'll hear from you soon. Peace.